Okay. Perfecto. Abrimos la presentación que está por ahí.
Por detrás, pero no sé por qué no.
Otra vez. Ahí está. Perfecto.
So, thank you for coming this morning. We have today with us Juanjo. He's going to be, he's from a company called 6 Cocos. That means 6 coconuts. You guys? And he's going to be talking about gamification, something that you all need to be aware of. Okay? The presentation is in Spanish, but he's going to be presenting in English. So don't worry. You will know all the details. So if you need any help, you will get it. Thank you, Juanjo.
Okay, thank you. No problem with the presentation. It's more for me than for the others. First of all, sorry for the delay. I always that I come here, I need to fight with the police officer that are in the hall to enter. Okay, before to start, okay, we have I think that around 1 hour or less. So before to start, I want to respond some questions that we have here with these memes that I love that I love. And if when we finish this presentation, everyone knows the response about all those questions, I think that we can say that everything is going good in this presentation. If you think that you have any question about the presentation, about any content, just tell me. Okay, first of all, the things that I want to tell you is who is this guy, right? Because why is this guy here? Okay, why I need to listen you during 1 hour more or less? Maybe I have another things to do with my time, right? So why listen me during an hour? What is this? All those things about gamification, all those kind of stuff. And when I explain that, maybe the thing is, okay, how I can apply this in my company, how I can apply this gamification in my company. And if I explain this well, maybe the faces can start to change a little bit and say, okay, sounds interesting. How I can apply this, how it works, and all. And if it continue going well, maybe it's wow. Can you give me some examples? I give some examples, and when we finish, you will say, okay, that's all. Fuck you, all right? Okay. This is the things that the guys told me that there are one company that it's doing video games or something similar. Is okay, maybe.
Can help users play video games for cash command of virtual goods.
Okay, then you know very well how to gamify the content. So can you help me, right? Right? Okay, very good. We can talk later. Okay, cool. Okay, the first question: who is this guy? I'm Juan Jose Ruiz, as my partner told. And I come overall for 6 Cocos. There are a lot of curriculum and something like that, but why it's important for today? The most important thing for today is that in 6 Cocos, that is our main company. We have 3 companies. 6 Cocos is the main company. In 6 Cocos, we develop video games. And I have a technical background in video games too. So I think that is the most important thing to know to explain gamification today, okay? Because we can talk about other companies or whatever, but the most important thing is that we create video games, and this is our background that help us to gamify content in the company and in other scenario. So yes, this is the thing. Talking about gamification, yeah, video game masters and all those kind of stuff. Okay, I didn't know when I start to work with video games and all, I didn't know that I was doing gamification. It's a new, new fancy word, but it's in the video games world. You always need to gamify, even if you don't know that the name of do this is gamification, right? Okay, second question: why listen me during an hour, more or less. I think that this graphics is the best response about that. This is the evolution of the gamification news in internet since 2005 until today. So as we can see, from 2013, more or less, the gamification started to be a new term, a new fancy word, a new trendy term, and start to advance in internet all the evolution of gamification. And this means that there are a lot of companies working on it, and that the things that we can do with gamification could be something interesting, not only for video games. This is not applied to video games. This is gamification applied to the company, to the enterprise. Okay. So, okay, what is gamification? This is the definition that says something like gamification. It's applying video game mechanics and in environments that are not video games for motivation, for client loyalty, for all those things that we can apply outside of the video games. If we explain this more simple, it's use video game mechanics in something that is not a video game. That's all. Okay. Okay. Examples. Easy examples. When at home you say to the kids, anyone has kids, I suppose, pretty young, everyone. When at home you say, okay, if you do your homeworks, you can play with the PlayStation. This is something like gamification. When you use your Travel Club card and you win points, and you can change that for different travels and all, this is gamification too. And for example, when you use applications like Nike Plus for running and for other sports, even using this is gamification applied to some brand, in this case, Nike. So why all those things about gamification? Why all the people is now talking about gamification, and is that, like the new trend? Overall, for social networks and the web 2.0, that makes that everything start to grow with gamification. Everyone start to talk about gamification and apply the gamification to social networks overall. And with these and these communities, we need overall, because in the online communities, we need to keep motivated all of our users, and we need that all the users keep in the network, keep in the social network, whatever, and keep motivated and creating content. So the gamification is something that helps us to do that. And overall, for the growth of the video games, as you know, some years ago, the video games was just for gamers, for people that play. At this moment, my mom can play to Candy Crush or whatever. The video games are not only for gamers. There are casual gamers. There are a lot of people playing video games in Facebook and in other platforms. So now the video game is something more general. So with this, although a lot of people that is not used to play start to play and start to know how is the mechanic to play, and they like it, and start to be more closer to the video game mechanics. So now it's easy to apply video game mechanics to motivate the people, to motivate the users. Yeah. So, gamification is everywhere, but okay, we need to go down and start to talk about how we can apply this. And how we can apply this. Okay, for apply the gamification, we have typologies, we have different type of gamification that we can apply or not to the different users. And this is the thing that we need to learn. It's not hard. It's not anything hard, but it's the hardest part of the presentation. Okay. Now it's time to be concentrated in the different gamifications that we can apply. Okay. Okay. We have two different type of gamifications: the outside gamification and the inside gamification. Okay. With the outside gamification, that is the first one, we can apply this in the company overall for sales and for marketing, for clients. We can apply this content for all the people that it's outside of our company. Okay, and the goal is overall the client, the customers, loyalty, increased sales, and all those kind of stuff. How we can do that with different experience that we can apply, that improving products and services, and we can apply different ways about outside gamification in order to have our consumer, our standard consumer, change his mind to be a active consumer that it's more closer to our brand, that he's more vinculated, linked to the brand. Okay, gamify to sell more. Now we start to be interesting. For me, always when it's sell more is the thing that I like. that I like it. Okay, and the other one is the inside gamification. The inside gamification, we have two different groups of this type of gamification. One is for our people, for human resources in our company, to keep motivated, to increase productivity, to generate new resources in the company. And the other one is the hardest one, that is for change the behavior of the users, of our employees, like change, for example, change a process and all those kind of stuff that maybe sounds pretty far when we are talking when we are talking about startups, but when it's a larger company, you need to use gamification to not have a war when you need to change a process inside the company. So it's change the mind of the employees to have standard, to leave the standard employees and have motivated people in your company. So okay, this sounds pretty good, pretty theory, like okay, very good, sounds like a standard book of definitions. But how we can do that? This is the point that we will talk now. Is we can do this when we know what we can do. I want to increase sales. I want to increase the loyalty in my clients, in my customers. I want to have more motivated my employees, whatever. When we know what we can do, what we want to do, we need to apply the gamification using mechanics and dynamics. Okay, so what is mechanics? Mechanics is the rules of the game. Okay, is the easiest part, because it's all those mechanics, standard mechanics, like game rules, that we can apply to our process, to our online platform, to our whatever place we have, to motivate the user. And in here we have the different types of mechanics that we have. I extract this information about gamification.com, so you will have in English too, this information also in this website. Okay, so what is these types of mechanics? use points, level, prices, goods, classifications, rewards, challenge, gifts. We can use all those types of mechanics. Yeah. Okay, we can talk about all those points if you want. Okay. Everyone knows how it's work. I know that you know that. Okay. No, but if everyone thinks that doesn't know how it's work at any point, just tell me, please. Okay, and we can go deep inside the point. These are different mechanics that is used that we use every day in video games to keep motivated the people, and that we can use in our company, such as the use points for our users in our platform, use levels for change the status of the user, and have gifts for the user if he is doing something that we want that he does, and challenge for the competition, classification, all those mechanics that we can apply. Could be something pretty standard here too, but the interest of these mechanics is when we can mix these mechanics with the dynamics. Okay, so we need to understand the dynamic to understand better all those mechanics, to know how we can use that. So what is the dynamics? I think that is the most important thing. It's more closer to the customer profile. It's the behavior. It's how it's feeling our customer, the person that we want to gamify. Okay, when if the mechanics is something more standard, something like game rules, the dynamics is more about the feelings of the customer. For example, if he's altruism, if he's a competitor, he's a competitive person, challenge person, how it's feel, what type of things keep motivated this profile. For example, if we are talking in video games, for example, driving video game, the profile is overall competitive. So if we know that he loves challenge with other players, we can start to use some mechanics such as classifications, such as challenge, because we know that he loves to compare himself with other ones. If we are talking about other type of video game or other type of platform, and we know how it's feel our customer, our user, we can apply different mechanics to keep it motivated, this profile. What dynamic we have? Okay, the rewards, the status, win things, the competition, the altruism, the creativity, or apply your personality inside the platform. For example, the people that are competitors loves to apply, of course, the competitions, but for example, we love also the status. Have his names in with some title that says that he's different. I mean, for example, in video games, you can start to be soldier, and when you are a status user, you can be captain or whatever. So we can use status to different. But there are a lot of type of people. For example, altruism. Using the company examples, everyone will know the standard spots about, if you buy my product, I will do a donative for cancer in research. If you buy my product, I'll donate 5% for, I don't know, whatever, for some illness in research or whatever. So this is another type of dynamic to have our product using gamification for some type of user. For example, if we have a product that it's not a product that we can make the difference with other ones, like, I don't know, like paper, like spoons or products like that, we can use the altruism, for example, and all those dynamics to attract new clients to our company, and to have all those clients buying us and not other ones having the same product, just using gamification. But for us, we need to know what is the feeling of our customer always. But it's obvious that everyone knows how it's feeling his customer, right? Because if not, our marketing our marketing strategy. So this is information that we already know. So we can use it to apply all those information to our gamification systems to have more sales, more motivated people, etc. So always that I explain about gamification, we use with caution. Why? Because as we can see in this graphics, it's pretty easy to fail using gamification. It's extremely easy to fail when you are using gamification, because it's new mechanics, it's new dynamics, and when we are applying these with the people, we can have frustrated users, or users that are sleeping using our content, and it's pretty easy to go there. This is the ideal, and this is for video games, this graphic, but we can see that, for example, even extremely good video games or well-done video games such as World of Warcraft, that is this line, or the Tetris, that is this line, it's hard to keep it in the flow channel. If we not use some gamification, it's easy to go down, to go to the boredom area. And if we apply a lot of gamification, or if we apply incorrect gamification, we will go to the frustration, because the user doesn't know how to do that. He has a lot of things to do, a lot of information, and he can be frustrated. Okay, so don't use that. Don't use all the gamifications that you can apply. And overall, if you have a product that it's already selling, it's already in the market, don't apply all the gamification strategy at the same time. You need a plan with different steps, and do that slowly, and always having information about what is happening in your platform. You can apply a little bit of gamification points or levels, or in your online platform, for example, and you can see if this is starting to work or not, and what is happening, and if the people start to participate more or not. But always with slowly, please. So this is the hardest part is already finished. As I said, it's pretty easy. I mean, a lot of terms, but easy to understand. And I want to watch some different examples, real examples about gamification in different companies to understand better how to do that, for example. If we talk about outside gamification, we talk about the Nike Plus application. So how they do that? They start with an application for running. You can, I don't know, you know Nike Plus, everyone? Is, you know, the running application to know the kilometers that you are doing, you know, and for me always say you are fat, so something something like that. Go to run, fucking okay. This is my my relation with Nike Plus. So always when we are using Nike Plus, the application start to have a relation with us, to we can have challenge with other users. We can compare our race with other ones. We can start to play with the application. So what is happening here? If you love to run, you are a potential client for Nike. So they are introducing his branding to new clients, or the possibility of new clients, because you know that everyone inside your application are runners, are people that want to go to run, that we want to do something like that. So you start to have a database about new clients. This is, and always using all those mechanics about run, about compare your all the things that you are doing inside the application. So yeah, it's something that using all those type of gamification can open his clients. But overall, they are building a group, and the humans always wants to be inside the groups. Because so if you are inside of Nike Plus, you are in the group. You are a Nike Plus runner or whatever. You are inside. You are in the dynamics. You have your friends telling you, "Hey, I ran 2 kilometers more than you yesterday," but also saying, "Hey, you watch the new Nike shoes." So when you are inside the group, but the group is your group, is Nike Plus, whatever, you are building something different, and and overall you are building walls for your clients to not go for the competition. Another example about gamification, in this case, inside gamification. This is it's not so fancy like the Nike Plus, but it's curious too. Oh, everyone knows Microsoft Office, of course, I suppose. So Microsoft Office is in a lot of different languages. Even, you know, there's African, or there are a lot of languages inside Microsoft Offices, okay? So they need to develop all the tools for the language, like the fixer when you are writing, and all those tools inside the Microsoft Office. So how to do that? Because it's an extremely boring job. Start to write all the words inside the dictionary of the Microsoft Office for each language. For example, I mean, can you imagine the employee that need to do that? He wants to die doing that. So how we can change this? How we can change this task to have something more interesting to do. So they think in a game, in a play. Microsoft has different centers around the world. So he has a video game, a game inside his intranet to make to write words, new words inside the different dictionaries of each language. So the people can enter, all the workers enter and write 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 words inside the dictionary and continues working. So what happened? At the end of the week appears a ranking with all the centers and what centers has introduced more words inside the dictionary. So the people start to make a competition and say, okay, the French people have more words than me. Fucking French bastards! I need to write more words, and you start to write to type more words and start a competition. And the competitors inside every center start to talk with his colleagues to say, hey, can you see that we need to go up, please enter through 2 or 3 words. So the people they start to start to have a relation. Even they start to write to other people. I mean, a Microsoft worker in Australia start to send emails with other one in India, for example. The people start to increase his motivation and with a simple video game. So what was the result? The standard task, it's now something pretty fun, at least so fun as can be type words in a dictionary, right? So when they finish this gamification in Microsoft Office, they have the results, and they type these results, and they watch that they have 6,700 more fails detect when the video game than without the video game. So the game works. Okay. Other example of gamification, the hardest gamification type is the change behaviors. Okay, where in this case it's about this bank. I don't know, everyone knows this bank, BB, blah blah blah. Here in Spain, it's pretty famous. So they are very committed with the gamification. They are releasing even magazines about gamification research that we can buy. And we have research about the different profiles, what they want to use, what they not. So it's pretty interesting. And they have a problem, as you know, here in Spain, all the people use go to the bank office to manage his money, but you can do that online. You can do this online. So they want that the people start to use online and not go to the office, because there are a lot of lines in the bank offices. So they think, okay, how I can change this behavior? Because it's not about tools. I mean, you have the tools. You already have the online platform, and you are saying, okay, I want that you use the online platform. Other people continue going to the bank office. How we can change this process? So they do a game inside his online platform, and I have the video. I will use the video to show that, because I think that will be easy to understand. Okay. Oh, it's me. I will use other Explorer, right? The browser. Okay. And I have here the link. It's is. Okay. There are no sound. ¿No hay sonido para el...?
¿Tomando la tele?
Oh, vale. Ahorita no. Ok, si es fácil, no, si es fácil hacerlo, sí, pero si no, tampoco pasa nada. Okay. The mute. I look like a stupid guy now. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's watch this.
¿Sabes que hay un juego en el que ganas premios solo por usar BBVA.es para realizar tus consultas y operaciones? Se llama BBVA Game y funciona así. Primero entras en bbva.es y haces clic en BBVA Game.
Login and you play.
La primera vez tendrás que registrarte con una foto y un email.
First time using Gap.
Una vez dentro, aceptas un reto.
You have challenge.
Lo realizas como te indicamos.
You do the challenge.
Y celebras que acabas de conseguir.
And you have a prize. And points.
¿Qué haces con ellos?
And you can decide what you want to do with your points.
Puedes canjearlos por un premio directo.
You can change it for gifts.
O quizá prefieras cambiarlos por participaciones para nuestros sorteos.
Or you can go to the...
Recuerda este consejo. Cuanto más juegues, más puntos consigues. Y por tanto, más probabilidad
More
tienes de
plays,
resultar
more
ganador.
points.
Y vuelta a empezar.
Log in, accept the challenge, do the challenge. You have your points for the prizes, for the gifts.
Es tan fácil como usar la web de BBVA para gestionar tus consultas y operaciones.
So and what is the challenge? The challenge is not kill 7 persons in. Oh, okay. No, please, not more. Okay, stop. So what is the challenge? The challenge is not kill 7 persons in Call of Duty. The challenge is enter and make a money transfer to your parents, or the challenge is enter and review your account in the website. The challenge is all those things that I want that the customer do, right? So when you finish to play, the user now how to work with the online banking, and they can start to use it because they did all the challenge, so they know how to do a transfer, how to do something like that. So this is an interesting way about how we can start to change the mind of our customer or of our employees if it's a process. Okay. So now with this, okay, we need to review if we know all the questions that we watched at the beginning. So who is this guy? Okay, someone that makes video games. For that reason, interesting for gamification. Why I need to listen during an hour? Because the gamification is something interesting not only for video games, for every environment in the company. And what is this of gamification? What is gamification? It's apply video game mechanics to other environments, such as companies or enterprises. And for what is interesting for me, all those kind of stuff, because I can keep motivated my employees, or I can sell more, or I can increase the loyalty of my customers. And how it's work, how I can do that. I can do that using mechanics and dynamics. The dynamics is how it's feel our customer profile, and the mechanics is the game rules that I can apply for this type of profile. So some examples. Here, some examples. We watch Night Plus for outside gamification. We watch the Microsoft Office for inside gamification, and we watch also the bank platform, such as change behaviors. So that's all. Yeah, I want my money. No, it's free. Okay. Yes, this is the content. So I think that we have everything now. Yeah. So yes, thank you. So if we have any question about the content or in private after that, or each, if it's a question about some concrete project, we can talk as the other time, right? So if it's private questions, we can talk after the conference. But standard questions about gamification is pretty easy, right? And if you are interested in continue watching more and learning more about gamification, in gamification.com, there are all this information overall about all those types, and you can enter and you can review that, and you can learn more about a concretely dynamic or a concretely mechanic if you want. And in Ciscocos, we will do also very soon a video in Spanish and English explaining more about gamification. So I will tell to our partners here, and they can send you the link to watch it. Okay. So don't leave the gamification, please. Start to use it. It's very useful. I believe in that, and I don't believe in a lot of standard bullshits about startups, like all the fancy words and all this kind of stuff. I don't believe in that a lot. But gamification, if you don't want to use gamification word, don't use it. But use all those mechanics in your platforms can help you very well to start to increase your values, and always that we use that with caution. So okay, thank you guys. How it's going?
Español como tú. Si queremos que nos ayudes unos minutos.
Sí.
Una cita,
no lo sé, supongo que habrá un orden, ¿no? Pero podemos verlo ahora.
Okay.
Sí, bueno, porque todavía hay una hora, ¿no? Sí,
está bien.
una hora.
Nosotros estamos justo allí.
Vale, perfecto. ¿Cómo lo hacemos?
Pues yo creo que si te parece bien, Juanjo, que bueno, que todo el mundo siga trabajando y te va pasando por las mesas.
Vale, déjame voy para apuntar. Y de